Let's start with basic 3-point lighting, which consists of a key light, fill light, and backlight. Take a look at this graphic to get a better idea of how to set up 3-point lighting. The key light and fill light can be swapped if needed, as you'll see in our demo. Just remember, whatever way you want your talent to face, that's where you should position your key light. Start by positioning your key light first. This should be the brightest light on the subject and should light most of their face. Next, position your fill light so it fills in the shadows on the other side of your talent's face. This light should not be as bright as your key light, so you may want to use some diffusion to bring down the intensity. Turn on your backlight last. Try to position it directly behind the talent if possible, but high enough that it will be out of your shot. It should create a nice halo around the talent's head and shoulders, creating depth between them and the background. Once your lighting is set up, don't forget to adjust your white balance and iris to make your shot look great. After you have your 3-point lighting set up, feel free to add additional lights to your background to add more color and dimension. Studio lighting setup is pretty similar to 3-point lighting in the sense that you want to make sure you have some key lights, fill lights, and backlights. Adjust the levels of the lights you want to use until your talent is evenly lit and they stand out from the background. Again, once your 3-point lighting is set up, you can add some background lights if you want. Believe it or not, trying to get good lighting outside can be more tricky than lighting inside, especially on a sunny day. The sun can create harsh shadows, and oftentimes you won't be shooting where you can plug in a light kit. A simple solution is to use a reflector. Position the reflector below your talent so that it reflects sunlight onto them, filling in those harsh shadows. You could also use the gold side of the reflector to add more of a warm color to your subject. If your subject is facing away from the sun, meaning they are backlit, you won't have as harsh of shadows, but you can still use a reflector to add more light to your subject and make them stand out. Another thing you can do outside is add diffusion over your subject. This eliminates any harsh shadows and gives your subject nice, even lighting. However, when you use this method, your background may get blown out when you adjust your iris to make your subject look good. Hope you enjoyed our basic lighting tutorial. If you need any additional help with lighting, see a friendly SCC staff member.